in just a little bit, we're going to start our reading portion. So that was the read aloud. The reading portion is when you take over for reading. What we are going to do is I have some words that are going to be important. So this is you reading, you decoding, you doing your thing with these words. So the reason I'm giving you these words, some of them you're going to be familiar with, some of them are going to be new. I'll quickly touch on the meaning of them. But as you guys read today, we're going to be using those skills to say, okay, cranium, I see the word. What around it? What context clues do I see that help me figure out the meaning of the word? So I'll touch on it. That's great. But what I mostly want you to see is how we can identify syllables in these words to break them up in order to sound them out. Ryder, this is for you too. We want to be able to look at these words and break them up and sound them out so that when we come across new or hard words in our reading, it's not just a big shock to us. A lot of when you start to get into more nonfiction text, there's what we call academic vocabulary. And we want to have skills to be able to find the meaning, look for context clues, but also skills for reading it and breaking it up. So our first word is the word cranium. So I'm going to look for the vowels in it to break it up. And I see cray. And then after that vowel, I can break it up. Ni. I can find the vowels to help me break up my syllables. Cray. Ni, yum. If I read it, I might say cranium. But have you ever heard of a cranium?
No.
Nope. So then you're going to know to practice changing those vowel sounds. The cranium is another name for the skull. Very good, Charlie. It's another name for your skull. Our next word is the word expand. Again, I'm going to look for those vowels. I see the X, P, and. We've got the pand is all going to be one. Expand. If something expands, it gets bigger. We learned that our rib cage will expand as we breathe. This is, if I look at this word, I can break it up again. I've got fibula. Fibula. The fibula is a small outside bone on your lower leg. So everybody look at your lower leg. There's two bones in your leg. The top one that you feel is your fibula. The top one you feel is your fibula. Very good. Our next word, and this is a word we're going to come across a lot, is organs. Again, we see the organs. We see two vowels, so we're breaking it up. Organs are the parts of your body that are made up of cells and tissues, and they perform a specific job. Pelvis. Pelvis. Everybody put your hands on your hips. Your pelvis are those bones you can squeeze. Those are your hip bones, your pelvis. Scapula. Scapula. Everybody take your hands, cross them around your back. Those bones you feel on your shoulders are your scapula. What is it?
Scapula.
These are another name for them are your shoulder blades. So you can feel them. They kind of come down. That's your scapula. So coming up next is our shoulder blades. You have two shoulder blades. Your scapulas have two of the triangle-shaped bones that come together to form your scapula. So two shoulder blades, they form your scapula together.
Skeletal system.
This is your skeletal system. Your skeletal system are the bones that make up your body. Skull. Your skull is your... Okay. Next one. We've already talked about it, but you can feel it. It's right going to be up in the middle. This is our sternum. What is it?
Sternum.
Your sternum is your breastbone. It's going to be right up front, your breastbone. Next up, we have our... Oh, I lied to you earlier. Your tibia. Earlier, I said, feel your leg, feel that bone. I said that was your fibula. That's not your fibula. That's your tibia. The one in the front is your tibia. The one in the back more that you can't feel as much because it's covered by muscle on the outside of your body. You can feel it if you turn it more. That's your fibula. So the tibula is in the front. The fibula is on the side. And then last but not least, today before is vertebrae. When we come back in, you will have a new book on your desk to do our reading today.